The age of speed and the fear of delay. In a world that glorifies speed, hustle, and instant results, the idea of moving slowly can feel like failure. We live in a time where everything is fast: instant messages, next day delivery, rapid career growth, and even overnight success stories. Social media often reinforces this illusion, showing us highlight reels of people who seem to achieve their dreams in the blink of an eye. In this context, the quote, "Do not be afraid of going slowly, be afraid only of standing still," becomes not only profound but essential. This quote reminds us that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. It invites us to rethink the value of slow, consistent effort and cautions us against the real enemy of growth, not slowness, but stagnation. In this video, we'll explore this quote in depth. We'll look at what it truly means, how it applies to our personal growth, professional goals, mental health, and even relationships. Most importantly, we'll understand why moving slowly is not something to fear, but rather something to embrace. The quote can be broken into two distinct yet interrelated ideas. Do not be afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. The first part acknowledges a common fear, the fear that we're not moving fast enough. Whether it's in our careers, our personal development, or our dreams, we often compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate if our pace seems slower. However, this quote flips that mindset. It reassures us that slow progress is not something shameful. In fact, it's a natural and even necessary part of any meaningful journey. The second part is a stark warning: standing still, doing nothing, making no effort, and allowing fear or doubt to paralyze us, is the real danger. Stagnation leads to lost time, missed opportunities, and often regret. It's not the pace of our journey that defines our success, but the fact that we're on the journey at all. Why slow progress is still progress. One of the greatest myths of modern life is that success must be quick. But if we look at real stories of enduring success, of artists, inventors, athletes, or entrepreneurs, we find a common thread: slow, persistent effort. The legendary artist Vincent van Gogh created over 2,000 pieces of art, most of which gained recognition only after his death. J.K. Rowling faced countless rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. None of these achievements were overnight. They were the result of years of dedication, failure, learning, and persistence. Progress is rarely linear. It often involves setbacks, detours, and obstacles. But every small step forward matters. Each action, however minor it may seem, builds momentum. Like a seed planted in the soil, growth often happens underground before it ever becomes visible. Slow progress teaches us resilience, discipline, and patience, qualities that fast success can never truly cultivate. The psychology behind stagnation. Now let's address the second part of the quote: be afraid only of standing still. Why is stagnation so dangerous? Psychologically, stagnation can lead to feelings of helplessness, low self-worth, and even depression. When we feel stuck, we often spiral into negative thinking: I'll never improve, I'm not good enough, or it's too late for me. These thoughts become self-fulfilling. The longer we remain inactive, the harder it becomes to move forward. Over time, inaction becomes a habit, and habits shape our reality. Stagnation is not always visible. You might appear busy, but if you're not challenging yourself, learning, or growing, you're essentially standing still. That's why this quote is so powerful. It asks us to be deeply honest with ourselves. Are we truly moving, even if slowly? Or are we just running in place? The role of patience and persistence. In every great story, the hero faces adversity. They fall, they struggle, they doubt themselves. But what sets them apart is not their speed, it's their persistence. The ability to keep going, even when progress is invisible, is a rare and valuable trait. Patience is the companion of persistence. When we move slowly, we're forced to be patient. This is not a weakness but a strength. Patience teaches us to trust the process, to focus on the long game, and to understand that transformation takes time. In a culture obsessed with instant gratification, patience becomes a superpower. Real-life applications: career, health, and relationships. This quote isn't just philosophical, it's deeply practical. In our careers, we may feel pressure to achieve milestones quickly, promotions, raises, recognition. But every skill mastered, every connection built, and every lesson learned, no matter how slowly it comes, adds value to our journey. In terms of health, progress is often measured in small victories: an extra 10 minutes of exercise, one healthier meal, one more hour of sleep. These small habits, repeated consistently, lead to transformation. And in relationships, whether romantic or familial, growth often requires time. Trust, understanding, and emotional maturity don't develop overnight. The key is not speed, but direction. As long as you are moving in the right direction, however slowly, you are making progress. Overcoming the fear of being behind. One of the main reasons people fear slow progress is the belief that they're behind. But behind who? Everyone's journey is different. People have different starting points, resources, responsibilities, and challenges. Comparison is not only unfair, it's irrelevant. Progress is personal. The only person you should compare yourself to is the version of you from yesterday. Did you learn something new? Did you take one small action toward your goal? Then you're ahead, not behind. Instead of measuring progress by speed, measure it by consistency. Are you showing up, even when it's hard? Are you refusing to quit, even when no one notices? That is real success. Reframing failure as movement. Another powerful aspect of this quote is its implication that even failure can be a form of movement. When we try and fail, we're still learning, still growing, still moving. Failure is feedback. It tells us what doesn't work, so we can discover what does. Standing still, on the other hand, offers no feedback. No learning. No growth. It's like being in a car that's running but parked. You burn energy, but you go nowhere. So don't fear failure. Fear not trying at all. Fear staying in your comfort zone so long that it becomes a cage. As long as you're moving, even if you stumble, you're on the path. The importance of direction over speed. Many people run fast in the wrong direction. They chase goals that don't fulfill them, follow paths laid out by others, or rush into decisions they later regret. This quote encourages mindfulness. It asks us to slow down, reflect, and ensure that we're headed where we truly want to go. Slowness allows clarity. It gives us time to think, to choose intentionally, and to act with purpose. That kind of movement, even if it takes longer, leads to deeper satisfaction and long-term success. Conclusion: embrace the journey, not just the destination. Do not be afraid of going slowly, be afraid only of standing still. These words are a gentle yet firm reminder that life is not a race. It's a journey of growth, discovery, and becoming. Whether you're learning a new skill, healing from a setback, building a dream, or simply trying to become a better version of yourself, the pace does not define the outcome. What matters is that you keep going. Let go of the fear of slowness. Release the pressure of perfection. Trust the process. Take one small step today, and another tomorrow. Because every step, no matter how small, moves you forward. So the next time you feel discouraged by slow progress, remember, slow is not stagnant. Slow is steady. Slow is sustainable. Slow is strong. Keep moving, because standing still is the only real failure. That's it for now. Please let us know in the comment what you learned from this video. Please like and subscribe this video. Thanks for your time. See you later.